So we resolved the mentioned challenge by automating a service that will do everything based on the PM, how he or she specify the rollout. So this is the Integrant Central. The PM, to use the feature, the PM has to specify a few properties: the percentage, the strategy, and the cadence. The percentage is how many orgs we need to roll out per iteration. The strategy, we currently have the number of users. For future, we can implement more strategy, such as a number of edges or number of calls. And the cadence, it is in days, and this is the period time between each iteration. And the exceptions here is the list of orgs that the PM needs to exclude from this process. Another feature we implemented here is the rollback. If, for example, there were bugs introduced or for any other reason, the PM can request a rollback for the last iteration. So the PM, once the PM specify the task criteria, we generate a file which has a JSON with the task configuration. We upload this to S3, and the service will read this file and roll out or the feature toggle based on the criteria in this file. For example, here, let's say this is we uploaded a task. That would be the first iteration. For example, 120 orgs enabled. That would be like 10% of the orgs in DCA are enabled for this feature toggle. The second iteration, it is going to enable more orgs, which is 10%, another 10%. So that make the total more than 240. In this case, 250, because there might be orgs created within that week. And iterations keep going until eventually we have all the orgs enabled for this feature toggle in that environment.
So we achieved this using two different lambdas, the first of which executes once a week, and what it'll do is it will query Athena to get all the orgs in an environment that are marked as billable, and then organize them by the number of users that they have.
We use a second lambda to iterate through the tasks and determine which orgs need to be toggled on for a particular feature. This task will run every day. Using the time that the task was created, it will determine which iteration the task is currently on and enable the correct percentage of orgs for that feature toggle. We'll then create a PureCM Jira ticket, which will list out all of the enabled orgs to let PM know which orgs were enabled for this feature.